So apparently P. Diddy's the devil. Listen, here's what I know. I don't know much about Diddy. You guys might want to fill me in on just some fun facts or whatever in the comments about it. By the way, like, subscribe, share, and turn on your notifications for this channel, please, because I am taking a dip in a lot of areas, and it does matter. I never thought it did. So please do that and share me with your friends. Like like last night I was shared with friends. I mean, I lost that bet at the bar, and yes, I hurt anally, and I had to get some hemorrhoid type, numbing cream. But you know what? Whose fault is it? Egg on my face, amongst other kind of substances that were on my face. I felt like Jodie Foster in The Accused. Anyway, I'm sorry, bad memory. So Diddy was busted for beating up this chick, right? And that was his current girlfriend. And the video is just now come to light, years and years and years and years later. It's almost 10 years later. I think it's 2016, this video. But what does he do? Like, here's what I know about Diddy, is that in the late 90s, early 2000s, he did I know other people like it, the awful remake of, I'll Be Missing You. I hated that song. Make your own chorus. Stop it. Stop ruining good songs with your crap. I thought it was crap. I hated it. I hated every 5 seconds of it. It's like, be creative. But he, doesn't know much about that. So, I know he did that, and I know he shouted, Biggie every 5 seconds. Biggie. It's all about Biggie. And then Biggie died. He was still going on about Biggie for like 2 years. He was having Biggie Christmas parties with Biggie cupcakes and Biggie, and I don't know. He was making Biggie pancakes in the morning, and he has a bed and breakfast. It's called the Biggie Bread and Breakfast. It's in North Carolina somewhere. You should go check it out. Anyway, so that's what I remember him for. And then I remember he was on this horrible show called Making the Band. Band, because that's cool. If you're in hip hop, it's cool to misspell. It's cool to show you're stupid. Making the band, which I don't think ever produced any good band. Maybe I'm wrong. I only saw the first season where, Diddy would come in and be like, so what's going on? I mean, you ain't got a rapper yet? We gotta sing. I mean, what's up with that? And I remember specifically one episode where he had, I guess the goal was to have like 2 rappers, a male lyricist, a female lyricist, to have the band. And he got the female lyricist really good, but then he, said, hey, man, we spend some time together. Let's go and shoot basketball. And the reason I guess he was having to shoot basketball with her on that episode is because he pretty much told her, I mean, you're good, you fly like you've never done that, but you need to lose some weight. I love that you could say that back in the 2000s. Like, listen with your fat ass. All right. Listen, how many fat asses do you see out here? Don't shut up about Aretha Franklin. She's a legend, all right? And she goes up and down like a freaking balloon, too, okay? And you are no Aretha, all right? I got you a present. It's called a treadmill. I think he did tell her to do a treadmill or something. That just flashed back to me. Whatever. He was a horrible person. So, and then all I ever do is see him at parties, and he was trying to recreate that whole fucking Rat Pack thing, which annoyed that fuck out of me as a kid. The whole Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, bunch of boozy, over ego inflated assholes. I'm sorry, I'll go on record saying I couldn't stand them. I never bought into that. I wasn't from that era, but I would always see them like, we're the Rat Pack, we're so good, we're the Rat Pack. You shut the fuck up. You're a bunch of doddering old men, all right? And Frank Sinatra is not the best singer on the planet. There, I said it. I don't care. He's not. He's good. He's got some good tunes and all that. But everybody's like, oh, when you hear Sinatra sings, he just does something. Yeah, it makes me poop. That's it. Maybe he's really, really good at, relieving constipation. I don't know. But, hey, I feel that way about all packs, by the way, so don't come at me, all right? The Brat Pack, too. They can suck it. All right, they had some good movies, but, Molly Ringwald can't act to save her freaking life. She must have blown John Hughes like 1,000 times to get any roles. I don't know what happened. But back to the subject. So there were rumors then later on about Diddy and having trysts with men and like signing artists on the condition that they do mouth yoga, let's say, on him. Just do the it's called the pose. And other nefarious things. And he's always shady. All right? If you're telling me that you didn't know that Diddy was shady, then you don't know that the sun shines. Because, of course he is. But recently, just all this crap really started hitting the fan. You started hearing about, and I don't know what led to it. Maybe because this tape just came out. So maybe you guys can fill me in. But you started hearing about these freak-offs that he had. And apparently these parties or whatever they were like these evil satanic parties that, you know, the kind that Jada and Will Smith throw, you know, and that kind of thing, where, you know, you go in there and there's a party, there's like a pre-party for the regular people, and, you know, the real G's and gangsters and all that, like, yeah, what's up, and then Diddy comes and goes, like, yeah, it's great having you guys, remember, Biggie lives forever, okay, you want to go now because it's going to get real homosexual up in here, and apparently it would. I saw one rapper talking about him recently. He was just like, yeah, well, we were at the party at his house, and all of a sudden they said, well, it's going to get really wild later, so you might want to leave at this time. Somebody else was telling him that. And he's like, I don't want to leave. It's going to get real wild. I mean, business. Let's go. But what he meant by that was the guy decided to stay, and he saw that it got real wild with a lot of people, one of whom may or may not have been Justin Bieber. And then there's this whole thing about like how Diddy convinced Usher, again allegedly, to go find, I guess Usher discovered Justin Bieber. First of all, he should be slapped just for that. All right, enough with him. I can't stand the kid. All right, I can't stand him now that he's even an adult. I don't, you know, he's more tolerable because he's not as annoying, but still, he's just got that Donny Osmond face that you just must smack. It's just a smack face. He's got a smackable face. And it plucked him out of Canada because I guess he, you know, saw him on YouTube or something like that, and, you know, looked like he had a nice mouth. Poor Justin Bieber, though, I gotta say, sitting there playing doing his little YouTube videos, doing his little guitar, his little piano. It's like, Usher sees you, you're gonna get signed. Really? It's gonna be so exciting. I get to live in my own house and everything. Baby, baby. You must have been singing Baby when you were being spit roasted by Pete Diddy and one of his buddies. Can you imagine what that poor guy went through? And I believe it happened. Because remember, there was that point. I never thought Justin Bieber was really crazy or anything like that. But there was a point where he was being kind of ridiculous. Like, oh, he's being a teenager. And then there was that dark period where he's always like, he's all tatted up and he thinks he's black. You know, every 5 seconds, he's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And he's like doing one of those Justin Timberlake things. It's disgusting. And then he just got really quiet. And it seemed like you saw a lot of pictures of him depressed and everything. Yeah, because he was being anally and orally invaded, allegedly, at these Diddy parties. Like, that's how you keep your career in Hollywood? And apparently, this wasn't just for males. Mainly with Diddy, allegedly, it was males. But females, you know, in the recording industry go through this too. But this leads us to today with Diddy being, you know, the devil and everything like that. I guess I know he's super, super rich, and he could buy a lot of silence, and I think that was the problem. He was allowed to get away with a lot of shit. You know, I think, isn't he being charged with trafficking of some kind, or something else he's being charged with? But I saw that tape where he's with his girlfriend at that time. Her name is Cassie Wright, I think is her name. If I'm wrong, put it down below. But it's a hotel footage, and he is in a towel, beating, I mean, he wasn't having sex with her because he likes boys. But so I don't know what he was doing. Maybe they were watching a sad movie. That's what I think happened, actually. I think she said she didn't like the ending of Beaches, and he's just like, bitch. Nah, and he is beating the crap out of her, and she is crawling in a hotel freaking hallway. What hotel is this? What chain is it? So I and everybody else can boycott it. Because I don't care how famous somebody is. You don't let them pay you off the security tapes, which is allegedly what happened. I don't know how they finally got it out, but allegedly, apparently, supposedly, in Neverland, he paid $50,000, I guess, for the tapes. They didn't come out till just now. Why didn't this come out years and years ago? We did this horrible stuff to this woman. And then his ass gets on there with the apology tour today. I am so sick of these fake-ass celebrities and their fake-ass apologies and everything else. He gets on, he finally talks about it, beating this poor woman almost to death. And you know it wasn't the first time he did it, because he looked like he was excellent at it. I mean, if beating women was an Olympic sport, we won him, okay? Because he is gold. He is USA, all right? He'll whoop a bitch ass, all right? He'll whoop a bitch ass with the pole vault. He'll drag the girl by her weave around the track while he's running, and he will win. That's how Diddy is, okay? But all this crap's come out about him. And he has to make the apology. He should have just shut the fuck up. He should have. First of all, this is too fresh for you to make an apology right now. If I was a PR agent, well, first of all, I wouldn't be. Because I'm like, listen, I'm not going to your super secret, like, you know, parties and watch Justin Bieber cry, rock back and forth in a corner again after being violated. So that's not happening. But I'm just saying, if I had in some weird world. Okay, but give me a Starbucks cup. And I would say, and he's like, listen, I gotta make a video saying how sad I am about what I did to that woman when I really beat her ass, practically killed her, looked like almost. I'm gonna make a really sad video and I'm gonna talk about it. I'll be like, no, you're not. You're going to like some foreign island. You're not gonna talk for like 2 years about this. We're doing a Mel Gibson thing. Remember Mel Gibson? Hates Jews, he's the N-word 80,000 times. He's back in movies. It can happen for you too. I believe in you. If you just shut the hell up. Couldn't do it. Had to get on fucking, I don't know where he posted on his Instagram. He's like, man, I saw a video and I was a real piece of shit. And I'm still a piece of shit. And I had to go to rehab. They gotta go to rehab forever. What rehab do you need to whoop a bitch's ass? What whoop a bitch rehab did you go to? I so-called bullshit on all the rehab. Everybody goes to rehab for everything. Like, well, I cheated on Jennifer Garner, and now it's because I smoked a joint. So I went to rehab, and I will no longer put my penis in anything else. Shut up. Shut the hell up with your rehab. Don't go to rehab for anything. I had a hangnail, and I had to go to rehab. I had to be there for like a year. I had to do group. I talk about the pain of it, because it was really traumatic. You know, I'd never had one before. I didn't even know what it was. I had to go there because I said I hate it. If you make a bad joke, there's been comics and stuff who said they'd had to go to rehab for saying something un-PC. Send my ass, send me there because that group's gonna cry. That's when you put me in a group and we got to do shared time. I'll go for saying something. If I was, oh please, give me more views, give me more subscribers on this channel. I promise you, I am not gonna change. I'm 48. It's way too late for me to change. And I will piss them off relentlessly. And I will go to the rehab and tell them that there is no such thing as non-binary. You're not plus size. You're a big fatty. Okay? Stop eating donuts. Fatty McFat fuck. And thinking that we should move aisle seats for you. Get a cargo plane because you are cargo. I couldn't. But the whole thing is sad all around. I think Diddy is what's going to get what's coming to him in a way. But in another way, I don't think so at all. We've forgiven Will and Jada. We don't care. We let Will go on stage and smack another human being and not be arrested at an event because he's in the movies. Diddy's super rich, got all this influence. He's been in movies. He's done other things and stuff like that. Do you really think anything's going to happen to him? 2 years max. He might die down a little bit. He'll be back. The apology tour will go on for a little while. He'll be back. And that's what's wrong with Hollywood. And they don't understand why people hate them. It's because you do this kind of shit. You allow this kind of stuff. Think what a wonderful place it would be if you didn't. I'm just saying. You got any more Diddy facts or whatever? Put it down below. Now, what do you want me to talk about next? I'm going to do a video probably tonight, probably upload it tomorrow, about that abortion remake requel of The Strangers. I will put it on my J Horror Movie channel. Look for it in about a day or two. I'm going to shoot it tonight because I'm going to be very mean to it. Because when I watch a movie and I am cursing so loud, I'm worried, and I am by myself, and I'm worried I'm going to wake up neighbors in a suburb where there's not even that many people, you know it's going to be a good, bad review. You know, it's like, really, bitch? Really? That's what we're going to... It was that kind of film. So, also, in the comments, let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know what else is going on, what's in the zeitgeist, what's happening, what else did P. Diddy do? And save the best for last. There's going to be a Crazy Neighbor update. It's not over yet, but it is good. It is so, I love it. I love her now. She's my new form of entertainment. I just open these blinds and I watch the crazy start and I love it. You'll love it too. All right. Hope I didn't meander too much. Love all you guys.